Disclaimer. Hello everyone, for this video we'll be reviewing the Beyblade X soft case. So if you are new here, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts. Before we continue with this video, mallbase.com, because we sell Beyblade Burst and Beyblade X products, it is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. So when I was actually going through this case, I did want to mention it. It is a lot larger than the Burst one from years prior. It has a slot for 8 Beyblades, a bunch of bits, a launcher, and as well a battle pass. So you're basically not going to see footage of me kind of opening this. So this is, by the way, a case where you can store a total of 8 Beyblade X Beyblades, a battle pass, and a string launcher, and some additional storage. So you'll probably see me already going over it, but you know, I think the amount of bays is fine for the amount of storage. I would obviously always want, you know, slightly just a bit more just for personal preference. The most I can store, the better. So I kind of divided this case into 2 different parts of storage that we'll be taking a look at. So we do have the case right here. And as we can see, it does look very nice. So we're just gonna go all the way up. Okay, very nice. Now we can kind of see the case a little bit better here. So I already did kind of, you know, mess around with this quite a bit, but just to kind of show how your storage space will look like in this case. So with this here, as I'll have to put my hand so that way this doesn't go weird, you have your slot right here for your battle pass if you wish to store it, and as well you have a slot for a string launcher. Now I will also put up 2 screenshots where if you wanted to store a launcher grip and a winder, you could if you want to. There is storage for that, but just to show visually here now, the string launcher slot, it goes right here. So after that, let's say, what about this other part of storage? So I'm gonna get my old kind of outdated piece of storage that I use. So I will get a Phoenix wing right here. I will get a Cobalt Drake right here. We'll get a Drawn Dagger. We'll get a Wyvern Gale. We'll get a Leon Claw. A Wizard Arrow. Whatever the fuck. Another Drawn Sword. And then after, a nice Drawn Zer-S to complete it. So then after you have all your bays stored right here. So then after, let's say I have some extra bits and I want to just put them here. So they have bit storage. I never liked this idea for cases that you just have storage here for the bits like this, but you know, they decided just to have a slot for this. So if you wanted to have, let's say you have spare bits, or maybe these are some of the bits of the bays you're already storing, you could just do so like that. So then after, if we look here, what do we have? You have your storage right here for all your bits. You have your string launcher, your battle pass, and then after all your bays right here stored. So the nice part actually about this case that saves it quite a bit is this section right here. Is I have a lot of other bays here. So let's say I just want to store these here. There's a lot of ample space here. Like, let's see how many bays this is. This is already like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what, 7, what, like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 bays. And then after, let's say I want to put in a launcher grip right here. I can. Let's say I want to throw in a winder and I want to throw in a ripcord. Let's say I want to store a lot of extra shit here. Okay, so now we're really testing the storage case on this. So could I still store all of this? A lot of stuff extra. Look at that. Everything now is stored, so all of that extra stuff, I wanted to go to a tournament or an event, I can store a launcher grip, a lot of bays, All that stuff nicely fitted on the thing. Okay, the cord comes slightly out. So because it stores quite a bit, right? Quite a bit. You could maybe make a case for it just for the storage sake at least. But anything else? Anything else? No, nothing really else. I mean, it basically does its purpose of storing all these bays, right? So I'll probably leave that for the thumbnail, the thing, I'll get rid of this stuff. So because it does its purpose here, as we can see, you know, does the case make sense for, is it worth it, that type of value thing? If your goal is storage, I mean, it does store quite a bit. It does store quite a bit. Now, if this section was gone, and for its price tag, it would be a lot harder to argue it because it can kind of do that much. You know, I think it's fair when looking at this to say, you know what? I think they did fine enough for the job, because usually with these cases, it kind of, you know, it depends. It depends, right? Like the burst one, it's obviously bigger than the burst one, and you know, I don't know. I think it's fine. I remember they used to do kind of more of like the toolbox cases, but now they kind of have this. This is fine. This is fine. But yeah, I guess you can let me know your thoughts. And actually, I need the bits for the thumbnail. Let me know your thoughts. You know, what do you think of this thing? You know, are you interested in this thing, or oh, let me know. Let me know. But yeah. I think that's kind of concluding for this. This is kind of just an easy video just to get out, just to cover this soft case. I'm gonna give it thumbs up. I think it stores quite a bit. It does its purpose and job. It's a case, so it's either it stores good enough, or if it doesn't, so it stores good enough. It stores good enough. So I'm okay with this existing. From Keratomi. Randomly deciding just to drop a soft case. Okay, well, the other me is probably going to give the conclusion now. Is this some like insane thing, the best case ever? It's fine. It's fine. Again, like I said, it does what its purpose is, you know. I could probably take this to tournaments and events. It's probably better than the other case that I have that's not really like... Not really the best that I'm using right now. I'm just using some old case from before, so I could probably just use it to just take this to events, you know, good grip and everything. I mean, we are also selling it on our store, but I did try to show everything possible you could try to store with this. It's just mostly up to choice, you know. It's a storage case at the end of the day, so if you like it, you can get it. If you're like, well, I actually have this box that works perfectly fine, okay, that's also fine, right? That's also fine. So I think it's fine. I don't want to see them ever do another case like this again, though. They did shift a lot, because before these were actually like these toolbox cases, and now it's kind of here. But I suppose since it's a lot larger now for the cases, you can say it's fine, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. And that's pretty much it. This is me rambling about a Beyblade storage case. So take care and bye.